Okay, so this is try 3. The first time YouTube like stopped working, and then the second time I was like, oh, it's probably the fates trying to help me from keep me from being awkward, but I'll probably be awkward anyway, so haha, I win. And then I decided it was too awkward the second time, so I stopped. And so this is the third time, and I am going to, this is it. Third time is the charm. I would prefer fourth time being the charm, but I'm tired. Today has been one of those days. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, one of those days, like no good, very bad, I hate my life days, whatever that book is. I think I added that I hate my life. But that's the thing. I don't hate my life. Today was one of those days where living this day is just kind of reinforcement to me, a reminder that I am where I'm supposed to be and I'm doing what I need to be doing. And I needed one of those days. I mean, not for really any particular reason. I mean, probably because I'm finishing school and I have to, like, figure out how to be a real person, whatever that is, or figure out how to pretend to be one. But today, so I went to church, which is really cool, and I started going to this new church last week where the worship pastor, in lieu of a drum set, was beatboxing on my first Sunday, and I thought, I could probably go here. This is legit. He was not only beatboxing, but he was doing it well, which, that's impressive to me, while playing guitar and doing the kick bass, so it was pretty cool. Then, later today, I went to the Butler campus to pick up these 4 guys from India who have come to share their Kathakali theater with us, and they're teaching, Kunju is teaching a class, and anyway, I went to Butler to pick them up and take them over to Diane's house. And Diane, if you know me or have read any of my blogs or watched any of my blogs or have talked to me for like 5 seconds, you probably know who she is because I talk about her because she's awesome. Anyway, no, you don't need outside right now. Come here. Come here. You were just outside. So we were taking them to Diane's house, and their names are Kunju, Jishnu, Anish, and Basi. And they are 4 of the coolest guys I've ever met in my life. And so we went and we picked them up. And, oh, Peyton Manning is likely to miss the Colts opener. It's like it's, you know, breaking news. Anyway, very sad. No, not right now. Anyway, they're really cool guys, and it was so cool to be at Diane's house, you know, with her family, and William, the department head, came, and my friends Steph and Jenny and Katie, and you know, just talking with them and like sharing a space with them and existing with them and just, you know, talking and listening. It's probably gonna sound really stupid, but I'm really tired and I don't care at all. It was really neat. And then on the way home, or well, on the way back to Butler from Diane's house, Anish fell asleep in the back seat. So Katie and I were having this like deep philosophical, you know, religious, you know, what have you relationship with Jishnu, and it was one of those conversations that's like, you know, it's like to die for. You know what I mean? And maybe you don't. Maybe I'm dumb. No, I'm not. I am a worthy person, and I will live this life. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I'm not dumb. I'm just awkward. It was one of those conversations where, you know, you actually, it was like I could see part of who he was because he was sharing that with me and with Katie and the sleeping Anish, and we were able to share it with him as well. And I was talking to him about, you know, my show that I'm directing in December that I wrote this summer, and which I've got really cool news about that, which I'll tell you some other time because I'm tired. But it was so cool to have that conversation and just share that time with him. You know, it's like a little over 30 minutes back to Butler from Diane's house, and, you know, to just talk with another person about things that, you know, relate to all of us as human beings on this planet. And it was really cool to have that conversation and make that connection with somebody that you know, that I just met. Um, uh, and okay, last thing, hopefully. Um, when I was driving to church, I heard this song called "Someone Worth Dying For" by Mike's Chair. I'm assuming there's probably like a deep meaning behind that name, Mike's Chair, or maybe they named it that so people would think that, and then there isn't. I don't know. It doesn't really concern me at the moment. That was one of those songs, one of those times where I heard a song on the radio and I thought, wow, I really needed to hear that song right now, and I'd never heard it before. And so that was a cool moment. And then I pulled in to church, and I, you know, stopped and I listened to the end of the song, and then I went in. And then later, when I was driving to Butler to pick up the guys, I heard on the radio that song was free to download today on their website through iTunes. And I thought, wow, that's good. So I downloaded it. And with that piece of information, I bet you are living a much more enriched life knowing that I downloaded that for free. Anyway, I'm really tired. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so I'm going to labor over homework, but not go to school. And because none of us are, because the day is off, in case you didn't know that for some reason. Apparently Wabash does not have the day off. Diane's husband told us he teaches there. Anyway, that's all for now. But I hope that if you're watching this, that today or yesterday or tomorrow or sometime in the near future, sometime around you, you're going to have a day like this that will remind you who you are, or, you know, why you're doing what you're doing, and reinforce the fact that you are where you're supposed to be, or maybe lead you to elsewhere if you're supposed to be there doing something else. Anyway, that's all I have to say for tonight. And as if it wasn't a lot, it's like 7.5 minutes. Have a good night. Hopefully next time I'll make more sense. But it was a really cool day. Wish you could have been there. And if you were a person that was there, you were. But if not,